Today, I've got a pro tip for you on one of the most common exercise mistakes to avoid during your workouts. Okay, let's talk about that common exercise mistake I see people making all the time. And that mistake is doing the wrong exercises. So, let's jump in and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, to start, have you ever wondered if you're picking the right exercises when you work out? If this is you and you've ever experienced doubts about what exercises are appropriate for your body, then you're not alone. You see, after over a decade of working with clients one-on-one, I've noticed that people often think they know which exercises to do. But really, after spending so much time in the gym watching people's choices, I've realized that most people choose the wrong exercises and don't get the results they're looking for, which may show up in a bunch of different ways. For one, you may be targeting the wrong area of your body with the exercises you're doing. Or you could be causing damage to your joints if you select exercises that are too difficult for you. Since this is so common, let me show you what I mean. Now, you may be doing something like this to strengthen your lower back. However, let me show you a much easier way to go about it, targeting your core muscles instead and eliminating the need for equipment. Okay, before I share that exercise with you, I want to talk to you a little bit more about why back pain happens, particularly in your lower back and your SI joint. You see, there's something called lordosis, and lordosis is when you have an excessive arch in your lower back like this. You see that extra arch? It's when your lower back muscles fire more than they need to, and your core muscles fire less than they need to. I like to call this the Donald Duck posture. This is oftentimes the cause of lower back pain and SI joint pain. And so often, like I mentioned, people will do lower back strengthening exercises to help solve this problem. So they'll do things like deadlifting or bridging, all extending their back. And what that's doing is causing these muscles to tighten more, which actually makes the problem worse. And this is exactly why doing the right core exercises make the problem better. Because you go from having a lordotic posture to strengthening your core and your pelvis, watch my pelvis, coming back into alignment, stretching and strengthening your spine and decompressing it at the same time. So here is the best exercise if you have lower back pain that targets your core. That exercise is called the lying leg raise. So I'm gonna show you an easy variation and a slightly harder variation, and then tell you how you can do this a few days a week from the comfort of your own home to get great results. So to start, lie down on your back, and you're gonna bring your feet right underneath your hips and your hands right next to your butt, or if you want, you can make a little diamond shape like this and put it underneath your butt. That's the easiest variation. From there, think about pressing your lower back into the ground. So what you don't want is you don't want that same arch that we talked about when strengthening your lower back muscles. So instead of letting that arch happen, press your lower back down into the ground. There should be no space. You should not be able to get your fingers under there at all. So from there, keep that the entire time you do this exercise. Place your hands underneath your tailbone, bring your legs up, and if you're just a beginner, tap your heels down and then come back up. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come back up. If you feel like you can do that without allowing your lower back to lift off the ground, straighten your legs a little bit. Come down, inhale, exhale as you come up. Keep your lower back pushed into the ground again. If you can do that easily, straighten your legs all the way, squeeze them together. Inhale as you go down, keeping the lower back pushed into the ground. Exhale as you come up, keeping the lower back pushed into the ground. So it's really a quite simple exercise, but that very act of pushing your lower back into the ground and squeezing your core muscles as you lower your legs is gonna help strengthen your core, increase your posture, and reduce your chance of getting injured in your lower back. So how can you put this into your daily life? Well, 3 days a week, you can practice this exercise for 3 sets of 10 repetitions. And every time you do it, try to straighten your legs a little bit more. If you're able to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions with your legs fully straight, then you will have strengthened your core and improved your posture and gotten some great results from this information. Now, another way people choose the wrong exercises is when it comes to using gym equipment. You see, Bench presses and leg extensions are culprits for causing rotator cuff issues, bad posture, and even knee pain. Free weights can also be pretty harmful to your body if you don't have good form or if you don't choose the right exercises. For example, one Australian study shows that the majority of people who end up in the ER with fitness-related injuries are there because overexertion in the gym, especially when working out with free weights. Let me show you another bad exercise choice and how you can use functional exercises to target the same muscle groups you would with free weights in the gym. Okay, one of the most common pieces of gym equipment is a dumbbell. And while these may seem harmless, if you choose the wrong exercises, you can end up harming yourself. And oftentimes people choose isolation exercises that really aren't doing much to teach your full body how to move functionally through your environment, which is really important as you age. So one common exercise that a lot of people do, especially women, is called a tricep kickback. And that exercise is when you bend forward at the waist and you extend the dumbbell out behind you like this. And while you'll feel your triceps firing when you extend your arm like this, and that can feel really good, like, hey, I'm working on the backside of my arms, it's not a functional exercise. And here's why. Oftentimes when people do this exercise, they're gonna bend forward and round their spine. Whenever you round your spine and also hold a weight at the same time, you increase your risks for getting an injury in your back. Now, another thing that people often do is as they kick their tricep back, they roll their shoulder forward. And what this does is actually increases you having bad posture. So if you are gonna do this exercise, make sure that you flatten your back and pull your shoulder blade back and leave those two things there as you extend the dumbbell behind you. Now, what I recommend is choosing a bodyweight exercise that covers all of the things that you want to get from this exercise and more. Here is an exercise called the tabletop that will get you even better results safer. This exercise is called the tabletop, and it's one of my absolute favorite bodyweight exercises that you can do from the comfort of your own home because it does so much for you all at the same time. So here's how to do it with perfect form, and then I'll show you how to do this from the comfort of your own home a few days a week to continue getting great results. So to start out with, you're gonna start in a seated position with your legs straight out in front of you, and you're gonna bring your hands right behind your butt with your fingers pointed this way, okay? From there, we're gonna talk about the shoulders, because this is the same problem we talked about with the tricep kickback. You don't wanna let your shoulders round forward like this. Instead, you wanna open your chest, drive your sternum, your chest towards the wall in front of you, and try to pull your shoulder blades back as far as you can. From there, don't lose that. Never let your shoulders round forward. Keep them back and down the entire time. Now press your hands into the ground, almost like you're trying to lift your butt off the ground just a teeny bit. Drive your heels into the ground and try to extend your hips up as high as you can into the tabletop position. From there, come back down, stay active, don't rest at the bottom, tap your glutes, and repeat 4 repetitions, okay? Again, really think about shoulders back and down the entire motion, and then think about lifting your hips as high as you can. And you'll work your triceps, your rhomboids, which is great for your posture, your spinal erectors, which is great for helping increase back strength, and your glutes all at the same time. Now, if you can't go very high on this exercise, that's totally fine. Start here, and then slowly work your way up till your hips are fully extended. And if that gets too easy for you, straighten your legs and bring your hands even further back, and you can make it even harder by not bending your knees and just extending your hips with a straight body. That one's called the reverse plank, by the way. So do this exercise from the comfort of your own home 3 days per week. Practice it for 3 sets of 10 repetitions, and every time try to make the exercise a little bit more difficult. After you can do this, using that reverse plank for 3 sets of 10 reps, slow and controlled, you will have seen some amazing results using just your own body weight. If you enjoyed these simple exercises and you really want to start building strength and building muscle so you can actually feel great in your body again, and so you can actually move around in real life without feeling strain, then you're gonna love the simple workouts that we create for our members over at WeShape. In order to get one of these workouts, all you have to do is click the link below, take our new client survey, and once you answer those questions, we'll create a customized follow-along workout where every single exercise in your workout is customized to your individual skill level and your current level of strength.
Just go ahead and click that link below and we'll send you a customized workout for free today.
All right, there's the lowdown on one of the most common exercise mistakes that I see all the time. And while I only shared 2 examples with you, I hope you can see how choosing the right exercises and doing them with perfect form will help you see the physical results that you're looking for and help you avoid injury when working out. So, if you like this video, do me a favor and leave a comment below about any other common exercise mistakes you've noticed people doing. We take our suggestions seriously and we'll try to address them in other videos. Also, if this is the first video you've watched with me and this information was helpful, press the subscribe button below. Then click the little bell to get notified every time a new video comes out. Finally, make sure to share this with a friend or family member who may be looking to improve their workouts. I'll see you in the next video.